The night was quiet, the kind of silence that settles over a city after it has given everything it has. Streetlights reflected off the damp asphalt, stretching long shadows across nearly empty roads. Cold air drifted through the streets, carrying a sense of loneliness and thoughtfulness that only late nights bring. If you enjoy stories that touch the heart and remind us of our shared humanity, stay with this journey until the end, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. A taxi slowed and pulled to the curb. Behind the wheel sat a middle-aged driver with tired eyes and graying hair. His face showed years of long nights and quiet struggles. On the dashboard, a small worn photograph rested in plain sight, a young girl smiling brightly, frozen in a moment of joy. In the back seat, a passenger sat in silence. He wore an expensive coat and held his phone loosely in his hand, but his expression was tense, weighed down by worry. He gave the address softly, and the taxi moved forward. Neither spoke. Only the hum of the engine and the distant glow of city lights filled the space. After a while, the passenger gazed out the window and asked, "Why do you work so late at night?" The driver offered a faint smile. "Some people run all day," he said. "I do my running at night. Doesn't it get exhausting?" The passenger asked. "It does," the driver replied honestly. "But some reasons matter more than being tired." They stopped at a red light. The glow washed over their faces, painting the inside of the car in deep red. The passenger's eyes drifted to the photo on the dashboard. "Is that your daughter?" he asked gently. The driver took a slow breath. She was just one word, but it carried a lifetime of pain. The taxi pulled up in front of an old hospital. Emergency lights flickered, and the building stood quietly against the dark sky. The passenger checked the meter and reached for his wallet. The driver raised his hand. "No." The passenger looked confused. "What do you mean?" "I'm not taking your money tonight." "That's not fair," the passenger said. "You earned it." The driver stared ahead, hands resting on the steering wheel. "Today is my daughter's death anniversary." The passenger fell silent. That night, the driver continued softly. "I was parked outside this same hospital. My daughter was inside. It was an emergency. The doctors said treatment couldn't begin without payment." His voice remained steady, but the weight of the memory was heavy. "I ran back to my taxi, hoping to find any help. That's when a stranger saw me. He didn't ask questions. He just gave me the full amount." The passenger's breath caught. "My daughter didn't survive," the driver said, "but because of that man, her final moments were free of pain." Silence filled the car again. "I never learned his name," the driver added, "but that night taught me something, that kindness still lives in this world." Tears shimmered in the passenger's eyes. "Tonight," the driver said gently, "I can't take your money. Maybe you need to be here for someone, the way I once did." The passenger closed his wallet. After a moment, he whispered, "My mother is inside. The doctors say the night may be long." The driver nodded. "Then don't waste a single minute." The passenger stepped out, paused, and turned back. "I'll never forget this." The driver smiled softly. "It's not a favor. It's a journey, one that keeps moving forward." The passenger disappeared into the hospital. The driver remained still for a moment, then looked at the photo on the dashboard. "Tonight," he whispered, "I gave it back." The taxi rolled forward into the quiet streets once more. The night remained silent, but somewhere a small light of kindness had been passed on. Sometimes the greatest help isn't money. Sometimes it's a single moment of humanity that changes everything.